Welcome back to Forward Progress, presented by Fanduel. We are back with another edition of our Saturday Prop Show. Here with Hitman by my side, I'm Jason Cooper. And Hitman, I got to be completely honest today. I'm pretty sick. It's my flu game. But I'm not as sick as the way we cashed two of our props last week. Puka Nacua under 5.5 receptions cashed after Nacua gets kicked out of the game for throwing a punch. And then Tua under 242.5 passing yards. It was dead until the last play. And then Jalen Waddle comes up clutch, a negative 25-yard reception to get us to cash the under 242.5 passing yards for Tua. Listen, Hitman, some would say that was good handicapping. Others would say that was lucky. But I got to say, you got to be good to be lucky. So, Hitman, let's get right into it this week. All right, we're going to start with the Denver and Kansas City game. Kansas City defense has been pretty good in neutral game scripts this year. But you're looking towards the Denver side and you're looking to fade a receiver. So tell us a little bit about it here.
Well, let me just add, last week we had A.J. Brown over, hamstring
And
or
he got
injury in the second quarter. It evens out sometimes over the long run. But, I like Cortland Sutton to go under 48.5 receiving yards. I'd go down to 46.5 on this. It's a really tough matchup against a Kansas City defense that is second best year to date in catch rate. They're second best in yards per target to perimeter wide receivers. Sutton has some other underlying metrics, poor metrics against the blitz this year. Kansas City blitz is at the fifth highest rate, and it's just a sell high on him in a bad passing offense. Like, I still don't think Bo Nix is a quality thrower of the football at this stage of his career. It's just a sell high on him after two dream matchups versus Carolina and Kansas City. If you remember the game before them, he had a tough matchup against the New Orleans Saints and Marshawn Lattimore, and he had a donut in that game. So I think that, it's just a sell high off of two great matchups, and it's a really tough matchup for Sutton. So we'll go under receiving yards.
Yeah, and 48.5 right now, minus 113 is available at FanDuel, and you said that's playable up until 46.5. So yeah, you know what number it's good to there. That's our first prop. Getting into our second prop here, we're going to look at the Bills taking on Indianapolis Colts. You're looking to fade Josh Allen in this one. I mean, the Bills have been running the ball a lot this year, so tell us a little bit about your handicap.
Yeah, Josh Allen under 243.5 passing yards. Keon Coleman's out for this game. I strongly believe actually that Amari Cooper is going to be out for this game. The latest reports on him was he's not even catching passes. He's just doing footwork during individual drills. Like, that sounds really limited to me, and a guy that's probably not playing this week. Not only those two guys are going to be out for this game in all likelihood, Mac Hollins and Curtis Samuel, they probably end up playing, but they're wearing non-contact jerseys in practice. Like, this is a underratedly really decimated pass catching crew that the Bills have right now. And you look at how they played last week, they didn't complete one pass over 15 yards downfield against the Dolphins last week. Josh Allen had the lowest average depth of target of his entire career, 3.7 yards last week. I just think with these wide receiver injuries right now, there's just a little bit of a shift in this Buffalo offense, whether they're going to be run heavy, whether Josh Allen maybe runs a little bit more with his legs. I just don't believe that it's fully accounting for how bad these injuries are. And like I said, I don't have information on it, but I'm just taking an educated guess that I believe that Cooper does not play in this game, and Buffalo probably ends up with a receiving core of Mac Hollins, Khalil Shakir in the slot, and probably Tyrell Shavers outside, I would guess.
Yeah, and that's interesting because we've seen this year as well, the Bills aren't afraid to run the ball and run the ball with all three of their running backs, Ty Johnson, James Cook, and obviously Ray Davis. So they might be getting some looks there as well. Under 243.5 at minus 113 at FanDuel. It's the best price in market at FanDuel, but FanDuel has given us this line, so we're obviously going to share it. What number you could play in this too?
Yeah, so it's the best price in market by far. So even if it does move a little bit at FanDuel, you're going to want to bet that. I played the 233.5s. That are there's 238.5 out there at other sports books. It's as low as 233.5. Before this popped up at FanDuel, I did play some under 233.5. So I was comfortable at that price. So I think that this FanDuel number has a lot of breathing room if it does move.
Yeah, a lot of room there. So hopefully you can catch it early. But if you don't, if it's still over that 233.5, you can hit that over at FanDuel. Before we get into our next prop, bet the NFL season on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. We absolutely love FanDuel here at Forward Progress for their Great live odds. They're fantastic menu that's super, super easy to use. And of course, their touchdown markets. If you love betting the anytime touchdown market, first touchdown market, last touchdown market, they often have the best price in market. Don't believe me? Line shop, do the homework yourself. You'll see that oftentimes FanDuel has the best odds available for those touchdown scores. Right now, all customers get a profit boost every single NFL game day. That means you can pump up your gridiron winnings multiple times a week. This week, Sunday, we have an anytime touchdown profit boost token. And then also we have a Sunday night football SGP profit boost token. Make sure you take advantage of these profit boost tokens to get a little bit of extra boost to those odds. FanDuel has tons of ways you can get in on the NFL action. You can bet on money lines, spreads, player props, and so much more. Plus, with super simple live betting, lightning fast bet settlements, and instant withdrawals, FanDuel makes betting on the NFL easier than ever before. Just visit fanduel.com/forward progress to download FanDuel today. It must be 21 plus and present in select states or 18 plus and present in DC. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms for both offers at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Hitman, our third prop here, our last prop here. You're looking at the Titans and Chargers game. The Chargers, they've seen an uptick in passing coming out of their bye, but you're looking at an under on receptions for one of their receivers. So tell us a little bit about it.
Quentin Johnson, under 3.5 receptions. Quentin Johnson's targets are such a difficulty degree of catches. I mean, 26% of his targets are down the field. The Titans are the league's best defense at 20-plus yard throws. They're also one of the league's best defenses against outside wideouts. Now, some of that was with L'Jarius Sneed in the lineup, but he's missed about half the season at this point. So it's not fully because of L'Jarius Sneed. He had 4 receptions last week. One of them was a completely blown, uncovered, completely blown coverage, 60-yard touchdown. Another was end of the first half, just laterals where they threw him a 5-yard pass against a Hail Mary defense, and they ended up having a pretty good lateral play, to be honest, at the end. That was pretty creative. But I just think that it's a little bit high for a guy that is so dependent on getting these vertical passes, and we could end up seeing a little bit less pass volume than what they've been having the past few weeks because they are such big favorites in this game. So Quentin Johnson under 3.5 catches, -140. I would go to -155 on that.
All right, -140, and there's a -135 out there. FanDuel seems to be one of the better prices in market, so make sure you play that over at FanDuel, and that wraps it up for us here today. If you made it this far and you've enjoyed it, that means you like our content, so please press that like button. And if you're new here, this is the first time you're watching this and you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button so you can get notified every single time that a video of ours comes out or when we go live. Next time we'll be live is tomorrow, 11 a.m. Rob Zoll will be live for the pizza buffet, and he'll be breaking down every single game on the NFL slate, and he'll be talking about his favorite props and just his give out his numbers on those games. So if you're looking for some pregame action on the NFL and you don't have any bets, make sure you check out that here on the channel. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. For Hitman, for myself, we'll see you guys here in the next one.